It is that time of the week. I need to clean out my rat cage, and I thought I would document the process and show you guys everything I do. First up, I just take the rats out and let them free roam on my bed. I cut up all these pieces of paper and I just sprinkle in some food. One for you, one for you. Let me show you some of the tricks we've been working on. Come here, come here. Around. Come here. Around. There you go. I know that's obviously not anything crazy, but I'm very excited. Around. Come on, all the way around, all the way. Good. I let them out for free roam time every night, and that's when I try to train them. Sometimes it's like a good day and they do well, and then other times it's like they can't focus. They're not doing it. I've taught them around and up, basically just like leading tricks where I hold the food in front of their mouth and they're like following it. Let me know other easy tricks and what I should teach them next. I don't want to do anything too complicated, like going and retrieving a ball and putting it through a net, like those things. It'll just take us a bit of time. I have the cage on top of this dresser storage unit, so I just take it down every time I need to clean it, just so it's on the floor and a bit easier. I've litter trained them, and they're really, really good at doing their number 2s in the litter box. But number 1s are a whole different story. They pee everywhere and anywhere that they would like. So that's what mainly gets the bedding dirty. And they also just like pee on the cage, on all the surfaces. I'm gonna change out their bedding, obviously throw out their litter, wipe down the whole cage and rearrange it for them. Okay, we've made it to the ground. I'm gonna start by taking the cage off from the little bottom and also taking out the water. I take out everything that was in the base, all the toys and little foraging things. I'm gonna throw everything out. I'm just gonna take out the little pea stone, throw out the litter, replace it, and replace the bedding. I explained this in my previous video where I introduced you to the rats and showed you how I've been caring for them. But in the little Sputnik dome, I keep a little hand towel just to ensure that there's no pee sitting in there and so that it's a little bit more comfy. I change out the towel every like 2 or 3 days just because it does accumulate some dirt and will get a little smelly, so I just take that out. Although the plastic doesn't really have a scent to it, I like to rinse it out and clean it as well. This little platform here, this gets so dirty. They like to come on here and eat their food, and they definitely pee on it. I've wiped it down and it's very yellow. You can kind of see all the little dirt and leftover food. It can be a little bit finicky to get out, honestly. Taking everything out, the dog rope, the little foraging toys. I have these corner ropes that are kind of stiff that hold. I take those out and I take out my IKEA tie holder. Now that it's pretty well empty, I'm gonna wipe it down with a vinegar and water solution. There can definitely be built up pee on the side of the cage if you don't wipe it down, which can kind of contribute to a scent coming off of it. So it's super important to wipe it down every once in a while. I find that most of the pee on the cage is near the platform that I keep on here. So I really focus around there. It can be pretty time consuming to wipe down the whole cage, but I definitely think it's necessary. I'm gonna go in and wipe all the little bridges that they have. And of course, clean the platform. The cage is all wiped down. Now I'm gonna start putting everything back in. I start by putting the clean platform back in and the little tie hanger from IKEA. I love these things. You can adjust them into whatever and you can put them anywhere on the cage. I like to put them on the corners, and these are so easily accessible. I just grab them at like Pet Value or PetSmart. I just put this coconut little holder thing in. Do the rats actually use it? No, I don't think they've ever slept in it or used it ever. I put treats in there sometimes, and then the treats disappear. So they do go in, but they don't hang out in there. And in go all the perches. I rinsed this out, now I'm gonna put a fresh towel in. I would highly recommend checking out my older rat content. They definitely have more rats in it than me just like setting up the cage. I filmed when I adopted the rats, And I showed you how I've been caring for them, you know, what food I use, what bedding, what litter. I'll have that linked up in the cards and down below in the description. Putting in another one of these cool little ropes. I also love these because they're super easy to twist on. And this is just a dog rope that I like to hang across the cage. Okay, I finished changing things around. I want to show you while it's just on the floor. In terms of foraging toys that are up here now, I also put stuff on the ground on the bedding. I have this hanging thing here that I'll put little treats into. And I also have this acrylic wheel that they spin around to get the treats. Going across the cage, I have this dog rope that I have hanging, and I also have the IKEA tie hanger. Like you saw, I have the coconut holder with the rope and a Sputnik. I was thinking about getting another one. I just have 2 rats at the moment. Let me know if you think that would be a good idea and if they would actually use the second one. They both try and fit into that, so I'm curious if I should get another. All the bedding is in. I like to just create a little space for the litter. And then I'll hook the litter tray onto the cage. Before I put the cage back up onto the little stand I have it on, I have one more thing to deal with. Now, I don't exactly know how the heck this happens, but their doo-doos get on my wall, like their urine. I just freshly painted my walls this light color. It used to be a darker blue. You would have seen that in the Adopting My Rats video. It was like a whole different room back then. But because of the light color, it's so obvious. So I also need to wipe down my walls. I would show you a close-up, but I feel like that's just like a little bit too much. You know what I mean? Just take my word that there is some stuff on my wall. Not just this one, but also this wall here is like really dirty. Now, this isn't something I do super often. Like, I change their litter and the towel inside their Sputnik very frequently. This, wiping down my walls, isn't something I do a ton. It's kind of satisfying, not gonna lie. Like, it's coming off pretty easily. It literally drips all the way down to the baseboard. My baseboard's yellow. Now I'll add in some fresh water and throw in some food. I really appreciated all the input that you guys gave me in my last rat video. I switched over to the Oxbow Essentials adult food. I heard this was better than the baby food that I was giving them before. I don't feed it to them in a bowl, but I just grab some and I scatter feed it to them, as well as some protein and fresh produce every once in a while. Also, I have very exciting news. I think I'm gonna be adding to this little gang. This duo is gonna become a foursome very soon. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel and turn the post notifications on so you can see that adoption vlog. I've done more research and I kind of wish I got more rats right from the beginning. Obviously, 1 is a no-no. Do not just get 1 rat. I got 2 because I heard that's like what you needed. I didn't realize that it would have been more ideal if I did get 3 or 4 and have like a bigger squad from the beginning. I think that having more rats will definitely make them happier. If you've seen my other videos, you know that these are the first rats I've ever had, so I don't have experience quarantining rats or, you know, bringing 2 lots of rats together, like introducing new rats. So that'll be a whole journey that I'll have to go through. Of course, I'm planning on getting 2 females. These ones are females, so I'm continuing that. I'm not trying to do any breeding to having 2 different sexes, that type stuff. And the type of rats that I want to get is gonna be a big surprise. It is so exciting, and I haven't seen a lot of content with these types of rats on YouTube. I am in contact with a very reputable breeder near me. I had to go through like a whole extensive application to try to get these rats, so please just stay tuned. First, it's gonna be Dumpling. Here you go, sweetie pie. She's staying where she's safe, up on the platform. Where are you gonna go? Okay, and into her favorite place. Just as a little disclaimer, if you haven't seen my previous video, I have mentioned I'm gonna be upgrading my cage. Subscribe and stay tuned, because I'll definitely show you how I organize the Critter Nation cage once it arrives. I know this platform looks super empty right now, but this is where I put that little green triangle that they sleep in. I have this in their cage as well, but I'm not gonna put it back just yet. I need to wash it first. Thank you for watching me clean my cage. I hope you enjoyed. And again, please comment down below what other types of videos you'd like to see from me. I'm thinking about doing a morning routine with my rats, but I was also gonna incorporate just like all my pets, like morning routine, what I do with my pets. Let me know if you'd be down to see that video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much for watching.